have seen Adamu Gaba coming out to dare Peter Obi to come to Arewa House to come and prove to the Northerners that he is not supporting IPOP and to declare IPOP a terrorist group if he means business. And people are asking questions that say, is this guy okay? How many times has Buhari come out to declare Fulani Herdsmen terrorists? How many times has he come out to declare bandit terrorists before he was voted for? You see the tribalism that these people are trying to play and the unhealthy politics they are playing. Who has come called out Tinubu to come and explain to us why Yoruba nations are doing what they are doing or is affiliated to them? And again, a lot of people have come out to ask Buhari, why is it so difficult to get these bandits? They are in this country, they are not anywhere. They are in this country. And we have seen how the kind of lip gloss that the Buhari has been using on them. And the question now is that it is very easy for him to negotiate with the terrorists but crush the secessionists. Who is talking about what is the secessionists talking about? Is good governance. Good governance, and they are calling for referendum. Let there be referendum if it is true people want. And all of a sudden they tell me, oh, they are trying to destroy the country. What brought about Igbo? What brought about ESN that IPOP launched? Because of the neglect of the same government who have been looking the other way. I don't know if any of you can still remember what Femi Adesina said one time when the problem was so much in Benue State. I think in 2018 or 2020, I can't really remember, January 1st of that year, that a lot of people were massacred. At the end of the day, Femi Adesina told the people that which one is more important to you? Is it your land or your life? Who owns the land? That they should just give the so-called land, their land, because the problem has been they want to occupy, they want to move around without a questioning, destroying other people's properties while guiding their own business according to them. And they said it is not possible. If you want land, go and get land. Do ranching. They say no, they want to be moving from places to places. And that was what caused this whole thing. And they went there to go and massacre the people. And Femi Adesina from the presidency telling us that which one would they prefer? Is it their land or their life? Is their life not more important? You can imagine such a statement. And we have been seeing a lot of things and lots of ways that the government has been doing. When we say government, Buhari himself, the way he has been handling this whole thing, but he can negotiate. Now those one are they have grown to be bandits that we see all over the place, and we are seeing the display by Gumi fighting for them, telling CBN Nigeria to bring money from CBN to give to them, to give them this, treat them like a Niger Delta militant and all of that, and nobody accused him. The same Gaba Shehu, Adamu Gaba rather, it's Adamu Gaba that called Peter Obi to come and declare IPOP terrorists. The same Adamu Gaba, none of all those northern groups saw reason to call out Gumi that why are you making excuses? Why are you making this thing for this so-called bandits? And at some point, he wanted to blackmail Nigeria. Gumi telling Nigerians, don't call them this, don't call them that, don't call them this. After all, when an armed robber comes to your house, he will say, Oga, Oga. That the more you call them bandits, the more you call them all sorts of names, the more they get angrier. If somebody from the southeast had said something of that nature, if somebody from the southwest had said something of that nature, just that Abaribe stood as a shorty for Nnamdi Kanu, now they will not allow him to drink water and drop up. They will not allow him. Peter Obi, that is not even that does not have any link with IPOP. Instead, the IPOP are even accusing him of one thing or the other. They are telling him to come out and declare IPOP. What has IPOP got to do with his candidacy? Have they come out even when we have seen pictures that showcase Shetima and the so-called Boko Haram. None of them has called him out to come and explain. They didn't call him out to come and explain. But the worst part of it now is that they are negotiating with all these terrorists, but with secessionists that you are supposed to even negotiate with, in the sense that, you know what, okay, what are your grievances? Because I've said it, those politicians calling for one Nigeria, they don't mean it. They don't mean it. And they are using that against the whole nation. They will tell you, oh, we are this together, but we are not doing things that will make people say we want to live together. People in the past have said, let us make sure that Nigeria works so that everything will be fine. And it's like, not like, it's like Nigeria is getting worse day by day as we speak now. Getting worse day by day. Day by day it's getting worse. Hey, who would have thought that a dollar would be 700 naira, a pound will be 830 naira? Who would have thought that? And it's just going. Some people say, oh, it will get to 5,000. Some people say, I beg, you don't know what you're talking about. How can it get to 5,000? Did you envisage that it will get to the rate at which it is now? No, nobody envisaged. Nobody envisaged. And it's just going like that. Nobody's even, people are just talking about it, and the government is not even deeming it fit to say, how do we go about this thing? Just check again. Now Nigerians have to be going to Ghana because most of the airlines now, they can't even cope with this economy that we are talking about. Is this same issue of this dollars not being able to get it to fund their business? Their money is taxed in naira, and naira is getting useless every day. They are leaving Nigeria to go to other places, and Nigerians, if care is not taken off, it's like it has even started. We have to, if you want to travel abroad, you have to go to Ghana. You can imagine such a thing. And they are not bothered. They don't care. Keyabo will be shouting on top of his voice because he's defending rubbish. One of the APC chieftain or spokesperson came out that, hey, for you to defend APC, you must lie. You must lie. We know that that is what most of the politicians do, but this one is just too much. The governor of Katsina telling us that no matter what, irrespective of the level of insecurity or how bad the economy could be, that APC must still come on board, must still retain power. So you are negotiating with a terrorist, bandits, or whatever you want to call them, but you cannot negotiate with a what is it called, the secessionists. And what is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu? Is it is offense greater than that of those bandits? They will tell you, oh, he organized people to kill many people. So the allegations you are levying against him and that of the bandits and the so-called Boko Haram, no, is it not about killing people too? But you could negotiate with them. Every day you'll be hearing, oh, I've given order. Now the security men can go after the so-called bandit every day for the past 7 years. That is exactly what Buhari has been saying. And yet these so-called terrorists are growing, growing every day, getting larger and getting emboldened on a daily basis. It's just unfortunate. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.